Hi folks, it's Outlaw Shaver again, and today I've got a little special treat here. I'm sure that many of you know Rick the Stick at Rick's the Stick Shaving, and Rick is just a fantastic guy, does a fantastic program, and very entertaining. He seems to enjoy my soaps pretty well, so I am doing a dedication to him. I don't know if you know it or not, but he is a law enforcement officer, and since he lives in the great state of Texas, we're going to do this right here, Texas Rangers. This is something that he said that he would enjoy. And the scent of Texas Rangers is mesquite, sweetgrass, cactus flower, amber, eucalyptus, and citronella. So it's a little bit smoky, a little bit clean, fresh, floral, and it's got a little bit of eucalyptus in there. Possibly for a cooling effect on your face. So, Texas Rangers, this is for Rick. Appreciate you, buddy, and happy to do something like this for you. So anyway, what we're going to shave with today, a little razor that I did some polish up on and some clean up on, is a spike. And it's a nice little size, you know. It's not too big, not too small. It is what you call, I guess, a near wedge. And what I'm finding with these is that you seem to have a little more forgiveness. So they seem like they'd probably be pretty good razor for a beginner, somebody that wants to get started out and not have too much of the gotcha factor on it. But one thing about them too, though, is that it seems like you do have to hold a little different pitch of angle on it to get the results that you would normally get from a hollow ground. But we'll go ahead and use that today. I've already put some soap in the bowl. I'm going to be using the PAA Atomic Rocket. And for an aftershave, a friend of mine, Nathan Herrera, sent me this Henno de Pravia, and I love the smell of that. It's got kind of a vetiver, grassy scent to it, maybe a little bit of citrus, and it's just absolutely wonderful. When I smelled of it, I thought that would really go well with Texas Rangers today. So go ahead and get started. Start lathering up here. Let that sit for a minute, get some water on my face. I've got a couple of days of growth here, well, maybe a day and a half. I don't know if you see that or not, but and one of these days I'm going to get me a new camera, or a new phone, I should say, with a better camera. I've noticed that the clarity on this sometimes is a little bit to be desired, you know, but at least it's working for now. And as you notice, it feels a little bit cool to me today. So I'm wearing my flannel. The weather's kind of been a little ridiculously strange. It'll be cold and windy, and then the sun will pop out. Seems like the perfect weather to get a cold. So I'm trying to stay a little bit warm. My throat was a little off this morning, so see how this thing does. Certainly different than the hollow ground. It's taking the hair off pretty good. I think the pitch of angle on the blade it just it's not quite as smooth as a hollow ground, but it may be a little safer to begin with. It's definitely tearing through that hair though. Well, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. And I had a birthday yesterday, but I can't say that I was all that excited about it. One thing I will say though is that all of you guys, you friends out there in the wet shave community, I really appreciate you. You know, every one of you there with a wonderful greeting, and I appreciate that. I can't say enough about the good people that I have met in this adventure. So thank you, and I appreciate every one of you. The near wedges do have a different feel to them, that's for sure. I'll go ahead and get lathered up again. It's not a bad feel, it's just a different feel. I suppose it'd be like the difference between using even a narrow, or say a 4/8, 3/8, 5/8, compared to a 6/8 or even up to 8/8 on a razor. You know, they definitely have a different feel, different smoothness to them. I can see why some people prefer the wider blades after they have become a little more accustomed to it. Seems like it might give a bit smoother shave. But I would definitely say starting out, a narrower blade, uh, maybe a little less on the spectrum of hollow grind. Go for a second pass with the grain. Well, Rick, I hope that you're going to enjoy this. It's got kind of a little bit of a fresh, clean, even grassy scent to it. Like fresh cut grass, fresh cut hay. Now I'm going to do a side to side pass. Or to the ears, which is semi against the grain for me, kind of on a bias. against the grain here. I believe of their time this was probably an economy type razor. Something that just about everyone could afford if they needed a razor. Definitely better shavers out there, but this is great for a beginner. Very forgiving. Go over my trouble spots again. You can see the difference of angle that I'm having to use with this. To get the closeness on it. All right, I think we're there. And I'm not too worried about getting all the soap out of there. It seems to be doing pretty good as a moisturizer for this time of year. And now we have Henna de Pravia. Sorry if I don't have a label on it, but that's how Nathan sent it to me, and I'm glad to have it. Fantastic aftershave. Fantastic scent. Grassy and fresh. And that's what Texas Rangers is. Y'all have a good day.